Hello student, welcome to the next video of Business Studies class 11 and now in this video we are going to study about business services. We already talked about different business services. We have talked about banking, insurance, and now we'll talk about transportation as well as warehousing in this video. Okay. So student, as in this video we are going to learn about transportation service. So have you ever thought how the raw material reaches to the business person, or if suppose we talk about our example of ABC business, ABC restaurant, so how they get their raw material, that is through transportation itself. So when the restaurant owner they want something from local market, suppose they want, so definitely they need to transport those goods. For that they will like to have some vehicles, and when some ingredients to be imported, then definitely ship or rail or air transport is used. So transportation helps in reaching the goods from their source of origin to the final destination, that is the point of consumption. So transportation, it removes the hindrance of place, that is it makes goods available to the consumer from the place of production. Means as we know that it's not means the goods are produced at some time at some place, and the consumers or the customers, they are at the another place. So how the goods reaches to the ultimate customer, it reaches with the help of transportation only. Now student, you know that it's not possible for anyone that, and that too for a business person also, to consume all the raw material in one day or to sell all the finished product as soon as they are made. So for that they need warehouse to store their product. So warehouse is a place where goods are kept for storage to make them available as and when required. So storage has always been an important aspect of economic development. The warehouse was initially viewed as a static unit for keeping and storing goods in a scientific and systematic manner, so as to maintain their original quality, value and usefulness. Why this word scientific and systematic is used? Because so that when the goods are stored, proper care has to be taken while storing the goods, isn't it? Otherwise the good will, the whatever the goods are, they will spoil. So to maintain their quality, the value and the usefulness, the goods are stored very properly. This makes available the right quantity at the right place, in the right time, in the right physical form and at right cost, so that whenever the goods are required, it should be made available in the right quantity, wherever it is required, that is right place, whenever it is required, that is right time, and the condition of the goods should be good, in right physical form, and definitely at right cost. So this is what warehousing is. Then there are different types of warehouse. There are private warehouse, public warehouse, bonded warehouse, government warehouse and cooperative warehouse. So now let's see all these types of warehouse one by one. So the very first one is private warehouse. Private warehouses are operated, owned or leased by a company handling their own goods. So these warehouse which are owned and managed by the manufacturer or the traders to store exclusively their own stock of goods. And generally these warehouses, student, they are made by warehouse and retailers near their, means sorry, these warehouses, they are made by the wholesaler and the retailers near their business center, and manufacturer, they make their warehouse near their business center. Clear? Then comes your public warehouse. So public warehouses can be used for storage of goods by traders, manufacturers or any member of the public after the payment of storage fee or charges. The government regulates the operation of these warehouses by issuing licenses. So these public warehouse, it means this is a warehouse which stores goods of general public, and anyone can store his goods in these warehouse on payment of rent with a, but to for this warehouse a license is required from the government. Then bonded warehouse. Bonded warehouses are licensed by the government to accept imported goods prior to payment of tax and custom duties. So these bonded warehouse, they are owned, managed and controlled by government as well as private agencies, and they used to store imported goods where still import duty is yet to be paid. These are uh, warehouse these warehouses, they are owned by top authorities and they are found, means these kind of warehouses, they are found near the port. Then is your government warehouse. So these warehouses are fully owned and managed by government. So as the name is there, means these are more owned, managed and controlled by central or state government or public corporation or local authorities. Both government and private enterprises may use these warehouse to store the goods. Then the cooperative warehouses. Some marketing cooperative societies or agricultural cooperative societies have set up their own warehouses for members of their cooperative society. So these kind of warehouses, like cooperative warehouses, they provide warehouse facility most economical rate to the member of their society. So this is all the different types of warehouses. Now student, let's talk about the functions of warehousing. Different functions of warehousing are break the bulk, consolidation, stockpiling, value added services, price stabilization and financing. So the very first function is consolidation. The warehouse receives and consolidates materials or goods from different production plants and dispatches the same to a particular customer on a single transportation or shipment. So first, let's see the meaning of consolidation. So consolidation means compiling, like combining. Like suppose there are three plant A, B and C, and consumer wants combination of all the three plants. So warehousing, they consolidate the goods of all the three plants and sell. So warehousing combines goods of all plants together and sell it to the consumer. Then the next point is break the bulk. The warehouse performs the functions of dividing the bulk quantity of goods received from the production plants into smaller quantities. These smaller quantities are then transported according to the requirement of clients to their places of business. So means these consuming it in a large quantity and repackaging it into small quantity, means what this the warehousing, what happens in warehousing means they used to take the products in large quantity and then they repackage it into smaller quantity. So when we talk about manufacture, what they do, they produce at large scale and send for storing in warehouse. Now as a consumer, we will demand in small quantity. So these warehouse, they will break it into the goods it into small quantity and sell it to the number of consumer according to their requirement. Then is your stockpiling. The next function of warehousing is the seasonal storage of goods to select business. Here in this function says that student, we all know there are certain products, say rice, wheat, they are produced in season only, but they are consumed all throughout the year. So according to this function of warehouse, they store the goods and supply it to the customer whenever these goods they are in demand. Then the next function is value added services. Certain value added services are also provided by the warehouses, such as in transit mixing, packing and labeling. So value added services means what? Means whatever the manufacturer has produced, those product one can't sell directly to the market. These product, they need to be packed properly, labeled. So because as you know, like the farmer, they used to keep these rice wheat in quintals, but we as a customer, we may purchase only 5 kg or 10 kg according to our requirement. So what do these warehousing they used to do? They need to these products, they need to repackage it according to the need. So while doing such things, these warehousing, they add value to the product. Then the next point says price stabilization. By adjusting the supply of goods with the demand situation, warehousing performs the function of stabilizing prices. So now means these warehousing, they help in stabilizing the prices by adjusting the supply of goods according to the demand. Thus prices are controlled in case suppose the supply increases and demand decreases, or suppose the supply decreases and demand increases. So they try to stabilize the prices of the goods. Then the last function says financing. Warehouse owners advance money to the owners on security of goods and further supply goods on credit terms to customer. So as these warehousing, what they do, they receive goods from manufacturer. So what they used to do, they provide advance finance to manufacturer in form of security. As when they will sell the goods to the customer, they will directly get their money back. And also they provide credit facility to the customer also. So students, these are all about the functions of warehousing. So in this video we studied about the transport and warehouse. In warehouse means there are different types of warehouse and their functions. So that's all in this video. Thank you and take care, and please do like, share and subscribe the video. Thank you, and in case you are having any problem, you can ask me through comment box.